Okay? Okay, time. I believe coffee is identity. I discovered this last year through some experiences that changed my life. Hi, I'm Andreina, and I'm from Venezuela, a country that has produced coffee historically, but it isn't known for it nowadays. Genetics, terroir, and processing. They all make up the identity of a coffee. And so do the people who produce it. We grow coffee, and in return, it helps us grow. And I truly believe this is the purpose of the specialty coffee industry to change people's lives for the better, just as it did with mine. That's why every day I try to get more people to connect with the authenticity of a coffee through its origin and the people who produce it. Today, I will try to connect this coffee, this identity, with you, my guest. The coffee I'll be serving you today is called Monte Claro. It was patented in Venezuela in 2013, and right now it is Venezuela's signature coffee. What makes this coffee unique is its high cup quality and high production and resistance to diseases and climate. And my favorite part of this coffee is this round and creamy body due to its high oils. And as a brewer, I aim to honor that identity by sharing this sensorial experience with you using excellency and mastery. So, I used a Comandante grinder set to 19 clicks to achieve a fine grind with the greatest as possible uniformity, around 600 micrometers. This grind allows us to extract intense aroma, a creamy texture, and a rich body. I seal my ground coffee inside this dark glass bottle to reduce oxidation and exposure to light and air. And my recipe today is made up of 15 grams of coffee to 270 grams of water. This recipe gives us a high sweetness, an elegant bright acidity, balance, and clarity. My first pour will be 50 grams for pre-infusion, and my second pour will be 120 grams. I brought my own filter and purified water. And for these two pours, I added 70 ppm of magnesium to obtain a natural sweetness and an elegant bright acidity. I also added 40 ppm of calcium carbonate to balance flavors and get a smooth mouthfeel to your cups. I chose the acrylic origami dripper because it enables a faster flow with the fine grind I selected. This highlights the sweetness and acidity from hot to cold, making my preparation much more exquisite. And I also used a silk filter we designed to obtain clarity in your cups while bringing out the very special characteristics of this coffee, such as body and mouthfeel. Silk has the perfect permeability to retain sediments in the filter while allowing lipids to pass through, which you will be able to taste in your cups as delicious creaminess and richness. And for my last pour of 100 grams, I used a different water, to which I added 30 ppm of magnesium and 20 ppm of calcium carbonate. After many tests, I have discovered that using this water, I can get extra sweetness and acidity without any bitterness or dryness, adding a clean finish to your cups. Both kettles are filled with water to keep the temperature stable at 93 degrees Celsius. And now, this coffee, this Monte Claro comes from La Finca El Cautal, located in Boconó, Venezuela. The farm is 1,800 meters above sea level. The temperature ranges between 8 and 30 degrees Celsius with 80% humidity. And this is the perfect ecosystem to slow down the ripening of the Monte Claro cherries, enable them to develop a grape-like acidity and a caramel-like sweetness. And now we have sweetness and acidity, which producer Victor Montilla knows how to get the best out of it. And now, to build aroma and flavor, we get into its process. First, the ripe cherries get 36 hours of oxidation in bags inside a dark room. Then, they get 120 hours of fermentation inside these same bags. And it is during this process that the acidity of the Monte Claro seed is increased and cap complexity is developed, bringing out notes of stone fruits such as cherries, in addition to dark chocolate and raisins, together with a medium-high body, which reminds me of syrup. Lastly, the coffee cherries are dried on African beds for 60 days. And to be able to share this identity with you today, we roasted the beans with an input temperature of 180 degrees Celsius, with 8% development due to its high density and oil content, to enhance its attributes while keeping the complexity and body provided by the variety and the process. This developed a pleasant note of cocoa. So now, I will please ask you to write down the aroma descriptors of this coffee. You will find an intense aroma of cherries, grapes, and caramel. Please enjoy the evaluation. Please, as is, enjoy. Hi, please enjoy. Take your time while I prepare your cups. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you, you will find a non-contact temperature reader to help you better perceive the sensory experience. Your coffee will be hot above 40 degrees Celsius and warm to cold below 40 degrees. I would greatly appreciate if you could take them backstage together with your minis to continue your evaluation. So, let's talk about flavor. You will find, when hot, an intense flavor of cherries, grapes, and dark chocolate. They remain through all the stages. When it's going from warm to cold, it highlights raisins. The aftertaste is long and lingering through all the stages. When hot, you'll feel cocoa nibs and rum and raisins. And when it's going from warm to cold, it highlights a note of nutmeg. Hi, please let me. Hi, please let me. Hi, please let me. The acidity is medium-high with high quality. It is tartaric as red grapes when it's hot, and when it's going from warm to cold, it is also tartaric and malic. That reminds me of green apple. The sweetness is also medium-high, with raw brown sugar through all the stages. When hot, it highlights cherry jam and dark chocolate. And when it's going from warm to cold, it becomes more sugary as caramel. And now, the body of this coffee is very interesting. It is medium-high also. It is round and enveloping with a syrupy texture and a buttery sensation as cocoa butter. And as it cools down, it becomes more butterier and smoother, and it reminds me as a scoop of cocoa butter with that dry end. Now, I will please ask you if you can wait until I finish my presentation to taste your cups. This coffee is made up of unforgettable traditions. We, the baristas, the farmers, and the roasters, dare to be better every day and show what we are made of. from the variety, the origin, the producer. And our story is just one of many life-changing experiences evidencing how coffee can make our lives better. Thank you. Time.